Good morning. I'm here to give you an update on the FBI's investigation of Secretary Clinton. What I want to do is tell you what we're recommending. But first, let me tell you what we found. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains are top secret, 36 of those chains secret, and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Everything I did was admitted. There was no law, no regulation.
Secretary Clinton should have known that an unclassified system was no place for that conversation.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email.
None of these emails should have been on any kind of unclassified system, not even Gmail.
But first of all, nothing was marked classified.
To the contrary,
Nothing was marked classified.
there is evidence of
Nothing was
tremendous
marked,
amount.
nothing was marked classified.
Now let me tell you what we found.
Oh my gosh.
110 emails.
It was not the best choice.
52 email chains
It was the mistake.
have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it
8
make?
of those chains are top
It wasn't
secret.
the best choice.
6 of those chains
I said it was a mistake.
and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it
With
make?
respect to our recommendation, this is going to be an unusual statement in at least a couple of ways. Although there is evidence, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. What difference at this point does it make? 110 emails.
It wasn't the best choice.
52 email chains
I made a mistake.
have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it
8
make?
of those chains are
It
top
was not a
secret.
good choice.
36 of those chains
I said it was a mistake.
and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Political correctness is a manifestation of lack of fucking self-esteem because you're all cunts. Because you cunts all want everybody to love you. I don't want anybody to love me. I don't want anybody to even fucking like me. Do you think Donald Trump gives a shit what you think of him? Do you think Steve Jobs, when he was alive, gave a shit? Do you think Mark Zuckerberg gives a shit? Political correctness is a manifestation of lack of fucking self-esteem because you're all
Honey, someone's going to the house. Someone's going to the house. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Oh, you call the pops. I'm gonna call the pops.
We're recording you.
No. It's okay. I'm just your neighbor. Coming by to say howdy.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, we're not used to people stopping by to say howdy without assaulting us first, robbing us, or defecating on our lawn.
Sometimes all three.
The trifecta. We're from Los Angeles.
Just moved to Texas.
I figured.
Oh, the California plates?
Well, yeah, and the masks. Inside your own house. No one else around. 2022.
We just want to be extra safe.
We feel naked without masks.
We'll probably wear them for the rest of our lives.
We'll be buried in them.
Okay. Well, you seem like a lovely couple. Like I said, I just wanted to drop by and welcome you to the neighborhood.
Why? Do you want something?
Oh, no. I think he's being friendly. People around here are friendly, like we've seen in the movies, right?
I thought that was just make-believe, like superheroes or families that go to church.
No. That's a myth. This is real life.
So, I live in that house over yonder. Name's Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. I'm Tiffany. She, her.
And I'm Steve. He, him.
What are your pronouns?
I don't believe in pronouns. I think they're reductive. In fact, just your asking about it is a microaggression.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. I'm just messing with you. I like all pronouns. My favorite is you.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Exactly. So, if you need anything, just holler. My wife and I'd be happy to help.
Baby, he has a gun.
I'm calling the cops.
I'm recording you.
No.
Recording
It's
you.
okay.
All right, has anyone noticed this trend among some of our government experts lately? It starts off with them telling you a thing. If you question the thing, you will be mocked, ridiculed, and potentially censored. It then turns out later that the thing that they told you wasn't quite as true as they promised you it would be. And when you point this out, they revert to telling you that, well, they never told you the thing that they told you. And then when you show them incontrovertible proof that they did in fact tell you the thing that they told you, they just suggest that you should be mocked, ridiculed, and potentially censored. I can't imagine why we don't trust these guys.
If you're so confused and disoriented that you don't know where you are or where you're going, there are predators of the spirit who are much worse than snakes that are waiting in wait for you. And the probability that you'll move from aimless, hopeless, joyless anxiety to nihilism, corrosive bitterness, and genocidal fantasy in the fundamental extreme is very high. And so that's possession by a predator of the spirit in the desert of the soul. And that's real.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Everybody doing all right tonight? We got 17, 19, it's flowing all over the place, so there's some in here. Yeah, I ain't heard nothing out of Bonnie. I don't know if anybody's seen Bonnie today. I think she messaged me earlier. I was looking for Carl, hadn't found him either. Y'all wandering, been pretty occupied today. Hey, Keno. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Rustic. Hey, Okie. Hey, Stans. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Hick. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Willard. Hey, Deanna. Let's see. I guess that covers everybody. Hey, Bonnie.
You rang?
Hey, Ben.
How y'all doing?
We're here. Vicky just woke up, walked in. She didn't fall asleep till like noon, 1 o'clock. Hey, Donald. How's everything going up there, Bonnie?
Pretty good. I've been talking with everybody, and one of my grandsons that I haven't seen in probably 2 years just surprised me today and stopped for a visit. And
is that the grandson you hadn't seen?
well, there's several I haven't seen, but he's one of them. He's the one that had a baby that made me a I haven't ever seen the baby. He didn't bring the baby with him. He was just in the area doing a job and stopped to say hello and shocked me.
Hey, Camo.
But those are the best ones when you don't expect it and they just pop up.
If anybody showed up, I wouldn't expect it. It'd be a surprise.
Yeah. Hi, everybody in chat saying hello. I know I didn't catch all of y'all.
Hey, Patrick, I don't know if I caught you a minute ago or not. Hey, train coming. It's about right.
Yep.
Something's always connected as soon as I get a hot mic.
You never give me any notice. All of a sudden, I just get a link, and I'm like...
I started at 5 o'clock. I think I tied it in, but I didn't see you have anything.
See, that's what I'm talking about. They don't show me you.
Because they had to spank me twice in a month, and they just put me in the corner. Feed me rocks with a slingshot.
Was that nobody put baby in a corner?
Yeah, Biggie said nobody puts baby in a corner.
Right.
I just figured you of all people got your notifications right, but you said a while back they quit and then they came back. So Wow, this is nasty. McDonald's chicken nuggets. The boxes in a freezer truck are dripping goop, and then it's got this. This looks like big hunks of fat-looking stuff in there to make them.
Hey, Rustic Surviving. It's a new name. Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, AB put that out on his Telegram. I had a couple things pop up and somebody put something. I guess that was it.
I'm telling you. So it's like, okay, are they really messing with the meat and trying to make us afraid to buy meat because it's so good for you? Or have they already done it and we're eating the meat?
I really don't believe nothing they say. If I could do it, I'd eat my own raised meat. But got to do what you got to do.
Right. Willie D. Patrick. Good to see y'all.
Hey, Willie. Hey, let's see. Anybody else new?
They have fake meat. Oh, okay.
Willie, why don't you click the link and jump up? It's been a while. Yeah, McDonald's been in with the globalists since the old man sold it out. That was the 50s or 60s when he sold it.
I don't know, but so, yeah, the video I saw, they make it look so real. The chicken legs with the bone and everything. And so I'm like, there's no way we can tell. So I've been questioning my local grocer.
Did you ever see the one where they're showing like the pot roast and stuff and they glue them together with some kind of fatty paste to make them look like old?
Mm-mm.
Like, yeah, they were doing that in steaks and all that, and then they were having them rolled up and then slice them to make it look like rib eyes.
Yeah. I heard that they were starting it with the fast food restaurants and nobody liked it, so they quit. But he said he was going to make it even better. And then, like they say, once you hear about it, it's already been happening for 20 years. So who knows? I don't know. I try to get fresh raised meat, but there's times when I have to just go to the grocery store and I remember, gosh, years ago, I remember somebody worked at, and I can't remember if it was Wendy's or Arby's. And they said that the meat was liquid until they cooked it. And nobody would believe me. Everybody was like, there's no such thing as liquid meat. So that's when I became the crazy person saying stuff like that.
Yeah, here's some trivia for him. It's like one of the things I just passed. Tom Cruise in the Risky Business movie, when he did the sliding dance scene in his underwear, did he have glasses on or no?
No. Unless I'm confusing him with Ferris Bueller, but they both did that. I think.
He had him on at first. Then he took him off, didn't he?
I'll put it up here to see.
And why I remember those two scenes. Goodness, who knows? Willie says yes. Okie said no.
'Cause, you know, I don't know. 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 I don't know I know when he was getting interviewed, he had him on, but when he said, "What the fuck?" But no, he didn't have him on when he did that.
I didn't think so. Oh.
I started to play it, but I knew as big as anything, they'll give me a copyright for it.
You know, that's been the most disappointing. No, that hasn't been the most disappointing. The most disappointing is the children, period. But it's so disappointing when you think these stars are good and, oh, he's a cutie, and then you find out things about him. But I really liked him in The Officer and a Gentleman and Top Gun. Was he in The Officer and a Gentleman? The Officer. Is that what it's called? Officer and a Gentleman?
Yeah. That was Richard Gere, wasn't it?
Okay. Yeah, he's a hottie too. And who's the other one? Sam Elliott?
Yeah. The one that played on Roadhouse and stuff.
Hey, Indy.
Hey,
you know
Andy.
what? I never watched Magic Mike.
Hey, George.
After I saw the previews of that, I was like, no. Because of who was in it. Well, and by then I already knew about Cruise. And then McConaughey was in it, and I knew about him. And his brother lives in this area. I don't know how you found that video. I'd never seen that one.
Which one?
The one you sent me today. Bamberger Ranch.
Yeah, I think I sent it to a few of y'all. Then I emailed it.
Yeah. Hey, Wildlife.
There y'all go.
Actually, I can define it in one word, and I mean this. Possibilities. The only nation that can be defined by a single word. Possibilities. Today, COVID no longer controls our lives. Here, COVID-19 no longer need control our lives. Outside of Columbus, Ohio, on 1,000 acres, literally a field of dreams. If you travel 20 miles east of Columbus, Ohio, you'll see a field of dreams. Used to be #1 in the world in infrastructure. We've sunk to 13th in the world. Our infrastructure is ranked 13th in the world. We're going to buy American. We're going to buy America. We're going to do it by buying American. Buy American products. That's why we're building an economy where no one's left behind. The American Rescue Plan helped working people and left no one behind. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, we pay more for prescription drugs than any nation in the world. We pay more for the same drug produced by the same company in America than any other country in the world. It costs the drug companies roughly $10 a vial to make that insulin. Insulin costs about $10 a vial to make. Let's cap the cost of insulin for everybody at $35. Let's cap the cost of insulin at $35 a month. We're going to build 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations. We'll build a national network of 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations. The tax system is not fair. It is not fair. We'd all agree that the present tax system ain't fair. 55 of the largest corporations in America, the Fortune 500, made $40 billion in profits and paid zero in federal taxes. 55 of the Fortune 500 companies earned $40 billion in profit and paid zero in federal taxes. Under my plans, as long as I'm president, nobody earning less than $400,000 will pay an additional penny in taxes. Nobody, not one penny. Under my plan, nobody, let me say this again, nobody earning less than $400,000 a year will pay an additional penny in new taxes. Not a single penny. So by making sure that the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share. Well, let's make corporations and wealthy Americans start paying their fair share. The watchdogs are back. The watchdogs are back. Ban assault weapons now. Ban assault weapons with high-capacity magazines hold up to 100 rounds. And a pathway to citizenship for dreamers. Those on temporary status, farm workers, essential workers, provide a pathway to citizenship for dreamers. Those with temporary status, farm workers, essential workers. It's never, ever been a good bet to bet against America. Never. It's never been a good bet to bet against the American people. When millions of young people are struggling with bullying, violence, trauma, children were also struggling before the pandemic. Bullying, violence, trauma. Ban targeted advertising to children. Ban targeted advertising to children. It's really a sacred obligation to equip those we send into harm's way and care for them and their families when they come home. We have a sacred obligation to equip those we send to war and care for those and their family when they come home. Our goal is to cut the cancer death rates at least by 50% in the next 25 years. Our goal is to cut cancer death rates by at least 50% over the next 25 years. Let's end cancer as we know it. Let's end cancer as we know it. The State of the Union is strong. I've come to report on the state of the nation, the State of the Union. And my report is this: the State of the Union is strong because you, the American people, are strong.
I guess his speechwriter quit or couldn't come up with anything new. And I love the look on McCarthy. Is that his name?
Yeah. Yeah, let me find it, Annie. I downloaded it earlier. Let's see.
That man's a piece of shit, Bonnie.
Yep. Lies, lies, lies.
He's not a piece of it. He's the whole thing.
Yeah. He's the whole urinal.
I'm looking to see if I can find that link.
Yeah, I didn't watch his speech, but I've seen clips and that look. And he wouldn't stand up and clap, thankfully. Maybe he is going to be a good guy. Well, they kind of forced his hand and made him be a good guy. Have you seen the Congress has been reading the Constitution without the amendments?
Yeah, I heard him talking about it. I haven't seen it.
I was watching it, and so the question is, are they doing this so that we go back to the 1871 Constitution before all the crap was added to it?
Everybody remember the 10th Amendment. That's your main one there that tells you what they can do and what they can't do, supposedly. Anymore, who knows? They're sidestepping a lot of stuff. So
yeah, there's several.
Anybody else notice that's another clone?
that's a different looking one. Yep, I told her earlier.
Yeah.
Looked at it close, and it's like, unless he can move his eyes all over his forehead.
How many is that? Like 20?
Right, Okie. Yeah, to make it this, so that would make it the states' rights, and the states.
Yeah, Roger Waters from Pink Floyd's been riding their ass, the military-industrial complex.
What do you mean by that?
The stuff supplying the Ukraine stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and him saying buy American. That's such a joke. He's destroyed it all. What are we supposed to buy now?
He's a dipshit.
He needs to fall down the stairs or up the stairs a couple more times.
Why? They just made another clone.
Well, I don't know why we need to have a war. They're just allowed to come and fly over and do whatever they want to here.
Yeah,
What's
now.
there to fight over?
that was a test just to see what we would do. I'm thinking
Us, the
wholeheartedly.
people, do exactly what we did. Him, he just like, oh, it's just nothing.
17th Amendment took away the states' rights. Thank you, George. Well, we need to get those back. That's why I've been hounding my state.
Check it out. Check it out.
Ugh, it makes me ill.
But two of my sons called me today.
You know, you're right, I told you that.
Telling you, it's been a crazy day with
Forgot all about
kids
it.
calling and visits, and I think they're starting to see things as they are. And they were both. And I told them, start hammering the state offices, the Attorney General, the Governor's office, state representatives. I said, our district is Chip Roy. Listens.
I didn't eat all the cocoa pies. I gave one of them to somebody that was up there. He was up there for a couple hours.
I'm still looking for the link for that. Oh, I got the video I downloaded. I'm trying to find it.
Early morning, so he didn't eat. And starved, waiting.
Okay.
I gave him one of them cocoa pies. An older gentleman.
Yeah, the Democrats aren't even standing up for him now. In reading the Constitution, the word impeachment was in there a whole lot of times. So they could be preparing for that.
I'm a dick to people who know, but I'm respectful to people that don't know very well.
You think he'll sacrifice his son?
I doubt. No, I don't know. I think he'll get something like failure to show up to court or some shit.
Yeah. Indy said you could send it later if you find it.
We already sacrificed
All right.
two family members. Why not another?
3.
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Shit.
I wasn't paying attention to him or his family when his son was said to have cancer. So I don't know. But I know that they've used that foundation for a lot of bad.
Yeah, I just can't believe the crap they pull. And it's like I got to the point where I don't even look at them because
I can't look at him. It makes me fucking literally ill.
Yeah.
You all be
You know, Silver Bee. Echo.
hey, Silver.
Big booms today.
just a dumbass.
Oh, what did I see that I put that on?
Hey, Anna.
Somebody did a little video.
Video.
I can't remember.
Wyatt's back there acting stupid.
You ought to be embarrassed.
Yeah, sure.
You ought to be embarrassed.
I'm
You
well,
ought to
thank
be
you. How are
embarrassed.
you?
You ought to be embarrassed, son.
Sure,
you got
man.
me?
Well, that's your
Ass.
opinion.
You're an ass.
Yeah, you're very formal. Quite a gentleman, aren't you?
Bad lip reading. You see what this one was. Might have been something I wanted to show y'all.
Told me he was a jackass.
Well, we know he wasn't saying anything nice. Was that Gates?
That was Romney. And somebody was
Making
talking.
the wealthy pay their fair share. Some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. If we don't pass my comprehensive immigration reform, at least pass my plan to provide the equipment and officers to secure the border. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. We're afraid you're going to shut down all the oil wells, all the oil refineries anyway, so why should we invest in them? I said, we're going to need oil for at least another decade, and that's going to exceed and beyond that. We're going to need it. Banned assault weapons now. No president added more to the national debt in any 4 years than my predecessor. Nearly 25% of the entire national debt.
Fucking stupid.
Lying pieces.
Hey, kid, Mom.
Hey, Goob.
And all of their faces, like, we need fuel at least for 10 years.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, and one of them I saw earlier, she's screaming out, calling him a liar through it.
Mm-hmm. And what other president have you ever seen treated like that? Okay, they tore up the address, I guess is what you'd call it, behind him.
That's just the vodka Jezebel there. So.
Yeah, and we hardly know what she is. But all of them in the white coats that were sitting over there really pushing the, what were they pushing? Abortion? Something like that.
Wearing them abortion pins.
Yeah. Sir Cruz. Yeah.
Hey, Meat.
Meat Puppet. Good to see ya. The Democrats don't like strong women because
that's why they're making men and women the same thing.
they're soy boys and they would overpower them. I don't know.
Hello.
Oh, shit, Pepe.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find that one where they're screaming out, calling him a liar and stuff.
Guardsman, you're not going to let that happen either way. How are you today?
There it is.
Yeah, did they show a close-up of Camel? That's Echo said that she had a sloppy-looking neck sleeve on. I was just wondering if they showed a close-up of of her.
Yeah, her neck looked like a condom.
Mm.
It was all baggy and whatever, like it was slid over something too small. You had like a mask. Hey, Blaine, guard. Let's see if that came in. Yeah, it did, I think.
Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. You know, it means if...
Idiot.
Conversion.
swear that man's like a goblin head.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. The kiss.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that earlier too.
No, I haven't seen it. I might lose my lunch if I see it. I don't know.
Second car. Truck. Conversion, yeah, it's supposed to be conversation, wouldn't it?
Or confrontation or something, because they're booing him. They're not converting to him, that's for sure.
No.
Oh well.
They said that was just another thing for him to run again.
Yeah.
That don't help his ass. Keep
Yep.
doing what you're doing, buddy, so you can lose.
Well, you know what? You know what would happen? It's the selection. But okay, that might be too obvious, so we got to pick somebody else. So let's get Big Mike in there. I don't know who they're trying to get run over there.
Darwinism just needs to take effect with him.
But I've heard she wants to run. And we got to laugh at it because it's just...
And she'll win.
We'll go nuts if we don't.
Yeah, Carl sent me that. See if I can pull it over.
Yeah.
I figured I'd run into it, but he sent it, so that made it easier.
Yes, Soki, that's what he agrees to. And Guardsman, Troop.
It's showing up.
Yes. Mm.
Democracy faces greatest threat to the Civil War. And today, though bruised, our democracy remains unbowed and unbroken.
Oh, wow. Yep. What the heck?
Is it just me, or what is this creature that doesn't breathe and has fish gills or something weird?
Shut down, our businesses were closed, our schools were robbed of so much. And today, COVID no longer controls our lives. And 2 years ago, democracy faced its greatest threat to the Civil War. Today, though bruised, our democracy remains unbowed and unbroken.
It looks like Pelosi with a mask over her face.
Same here, Guardsman. And that is so obvious. Did anybody get close to her from the Republican
She's
side?
neck sleeve. That's Okie. That's what I was talking about. It looked like she had a oversized condom over her neck.
In different color.
Made me think of that old movie Creep Show when that guy was turning into the cockroach and his neck and his arms are all funky looking and
The
stuff.
reptile person.
Mm. But you could see such a drastic change of color from her neck to her face, too.
She's a Neo Maxi Zoom dweeby.
Damn lizard person. You want some treats?
Yeah, you want to give him something?
Sat there and looked at mom, stared at her.
Plastic surgery to look like that on purpose, that'd be messed up. If that was botched, they were trying to cover up or look like Outlaw Josie Wales' neck when he took his bandana off where he got hung.
Well, and I was going to say, what if it's one of those Um, this is horrible. Those collars that they put on prisoners sometimes to keep her from cackling.
It might be like a shock collar, and then they got a rubber suit covering it.
Yeah.
They shock her, she will stand up and clap. And
I don't know, because there was a noticeable lump sticking out of that one side of her neck.
I always thought Pelosi looked like one of the ghouls from Fallout.
here's one Anna sent.
There is no telling.
Let's see, is it big? Yeah. Let's make sure. Yep.
New technological revolutions, especially AI and machine learning, might swing the pendulum in the opposite direction. They might make centralized data processing far more efficient than distributed data processing. And if democracy cannot adapt to these new conditions, then humans will come to live under the rule of digital dictatorships. And already at present, we are seeing the formation of more and more sophisticated surveillance regimes.
So that was really a man?
Yeah. I don't know where that's going to go to. I figured I better get off that.
Yep.
Before it accidentally shows its rubber, whatever.
Well, this one lady, a video I saw, she was saying that she was hired in, I can't remember what year, 2021, and she is a makeup artist, and she makes masks like that she was showing. They are so real looking, you cannot tell even if you come close up to them. The whiskers and everything look real.
Shit, I thought he had blue hair. That's a bandana, right?
AI can't even tell the difference.
Dad, you know, turned 80 today.
Who?
Between silicone and deep size tilted.
That's it, Danny Speed.
And Danny Felix, too. I think they jumped actually to 80. I feel fucking old.
Yeah, what do y'all think about that pipeline and blaming one side, blaming the other?
Was that the one that blew up in Turkey or wherever?
The pipeline underwater that in September last year.
No, we're not a democracy. We're a republic.
Yeah, ain't nothing about a democracy. It shouldn't even be brought up as a double ought.
Devil Lot, Nora, Devil Dog.
Dog. They keep pumping that democracy thing because that's a step into socialism and communism.
Yes.
We're a constitutional republic and it's supposed to bend by that, but they've gotten so far away from it.
D-Dog, did you see where Congress is reading the Constitution without any amendments?
Hey, Nora.
Wish you'd come up here and tell us what you think that means. U.S. terrorism. Yep.
Yep, the link's out there. Anybody wants to jump up.
It's treason all the way around.
We couldn't get away with a taste of any of the shit they do, and they work for us since we pay their wages through taxes.
Oh, they read the amendments. Okay. Darn it. Well, so Dee was showing the Nancy Drew reveal video, and that's right when I got company, was in the middle of that, but it was still raising questions with the fencing, the things she was saying, and she's right there. I mean, she lives an hour and a half away, but she's right there almost every single day. So she's seen it all. And her conviction that it's not as it seems. We can just be hopeful, I guess.
Here's another one if it loads up.
Put to the test in this very room on January the 6th. And then just a few months ago, an unhinged big lie, assailant unleashed a political violence, the home of the then Speaker of the House of Representatives, using the very same language the insurrectionists used as they stalked these halls and chanted on January 6th. Here tonight in this chamber is a man who
You
bears
can
the
see her
scars of that
that
brutal
video,
attack,
watch when it's on her.
but is as tough and as strong, as resilient as they get. My friend Paul Pelosi. Paul, stand up. But such a heinous act should have never happened. We must all speak out. There's no place for political violence in America. We have to protect the right to vote, not suppress the fundamental right. Honor the results
Look at her
of our
neck.
elections, not subvert the will of the people. We have to uphold the rule of law and restore trust in our institutions of democracy.
Yep.
Did you see her neck? And that wearing that pimp hat in the middle of Congress. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's showing respect right there.
I think they had the hammer out because they couldn't find the butt plug.
DC's irrelevant to the people.
Yeah, why is he relevant to even be in there?
It goes back to the states. States.
They're going to have a big orgy afterwards.
And that's one of my sons was talking about. He had heard 13 states are wanting to secede. And I said, yeah. And then Mexico's just going to take us over. And he said, not with all our military. And I said, the military's federal, hun. And the bases are so empty right now. I don't even know if we could cover our butts. And does he look like an actor that y'all have seen somewhere before?
Who?
Paul.
Sorta.
Yeah, like that, them 007 movies.
Yeah, he looks like somebody out Barney Miller.
I don't know.
All you gotta do is put Trump's speech up next to Biden's.
D-Dog said he can come up in 10 minutes.
All right.
Well, I saw one picture of him and Nancy on it looked like Oh, one of those awards things where they are on the runway and they have their pictures taken.
Red carpet.
Is it green or red? Whatever. One of those standing in front of the wall.
Yeah, that's that red carpet bull crap. When people think they're special, where they are special, but oh, bless your heart, kind of special.
Well, I don't know why they would put the Speaker of the House on there. Like, I don't know.
That's where Nancy was last year. So
Hey, Donald. Carl said, look at the size of Paul's nose. You know that softened landing.
That's a big target to hit.
that's where he hides all that cocaine.
That's a big old target to hit.
Eating all that ass.
Yeah. Wish he'd take the hat off and bow or something so we could see if there were really any scars.
Or brains fall out.
I think they already did. Nancy was in a couple of movies when she was young. Yes, we know what you mean, Blaine.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting confident when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then getting your truck and at least running 1 or 2 beers.
They're making laws where you can't drink when you have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
Could you hear that?
Not really. I did my phone. I did see where the Netherlands. Where did I save that?
Here, let's see if I pull it up. I guess it couldn't be nothing about it.
Still, any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then getting your truck and at least running 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And pretty soon we're going to become this country.
Yeah.
That seatbelt part I can understand. If you don't want it, that's like wearing a helmet on a motorcycle, okay? But I completely understand about drinking.
Yeah. Did I send you that killer robot swarms?
I'm not sure.
That's like, I'd like to have a freaking make the treat when I got off work, but shit, who drinks at 7 in the morning? Alcoholics.
Do you see what my undername is on there, Bonnie?
Number 1 anal pore.
You know what an anal pore is? Asshole.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, I don't know what I did with it. The Netherlands, quickly about the Prime Minister. Anyway, they've got a case. If they can get one more country to side with them, they can start doing trials and executions. And no matter what country the leaders are in that were pushing this stuff, they can go and get them to sentence them in the Netherlands.
Less talky, more action.
Here, I'll play you something.
Carl, yeah, sphincter's sinkhole.
This is it's a couple, black couple playing it, and they're like, so listen to this. I have volume.
It is doomed not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. Hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics.
Joe
Who
shows
make
two
up a
colors.
larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Wow.
Yeah. What's the title? Did he say what I thought he said?
Yeah, I'm not sure how old she was in 62, but she had been at least 60 then, huh? I hear the train a coming.
Oh. I see something saying Pence subpoenaed.
Yep. Blaine, I don't doubt that at all. Sorry, Bonnie.
It's okay. Oh, wow. You don't have to have a helmet to ride a motorcycle in Illinois, but you have to have a bicycle helmet to ride a bike.
Yeah, and I bet she was still just as fugly, too.
CCP lies about balloon. Imagine that.
Yeah, I remember something about her being in a car commercial and she was dressed up. I don't forget what it was, like not a cheerleader, but the one that leads the female that leads the front of a band or whatever.
She was born the same year as my mother.
Yeah, my mom was born in 45. Bless you.
Well, my mama don't drink, so there's that she's got going for her. She could do it.
Probably, if she did all the evil things Nancy did, she'd have to. But
No, she.
I was just saying, if she did the stuff they do, that's probably one of the minor things that they do.
Yeah. No, she just likes motorcycles and likes to look at men. Yeah, I'm going to hang out with her tomorrow, the next day, and try to have a long talk.
Today's my dad's birthday.
Yeah. Australia to remove Chinese surveillance cameras amid security fears.
With Manson Group. That doesn't surprise me. They were evil. Do y'all remember all that? What they did to Sharon Stone?
I'm trying to remember.
No. What'd they do?
I don't even want to talk about it. You can't look it up.
Sharon Stone, an actress?
Yes. I think it was her.
Look, it's what's her name off Two Broke Girls.
Yeah.
She got thick.
Goodness. Sharon Tate. I had the name.
When they
Yeah, that's what stuff with Manson, and then went in and killed them at there. Supposedly,
Yes.
that was all a psyop.
You think so?
Yep.
He's been in prison all this time. I know he was up for parole, but they were.
For somebody who never put hands on somebody, he spent a lot of time in there.
I guess he took the rap for everybody. I thought they were all arrested.
They were. They all were in prison.
Some were, some weren't. One of them they knew did it. That cowboy or whatever he's called. One of the girls. One or two of the girls got let out.
One of the girls is still alive, but she's still in prison. Manson died in prison.
Yeah. I thought that I'd heard he had died not long ago.
I was like, if you listen to some of his interviews, makes a lot of sense now.
I don't know. I mean, back then it just seemed like pure evil.
Yeah. That's what they wanted you to think.
90% of pokey deaths in VAERS for the past 32 years are from Kufi pokies in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Isn't that horrible? Well, Blaine, I'm more needed at home right now. I think a pink slip might work just as good, maybe. Oh, it's the man that would know.
I don't know nothing.
How are you doing?
Just too busy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Are you
Sound fed up.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier if more people would get something in the game.
I agree. Even locally, I'm having a problem with that.
Well, just locally, that's all I've been saying.
Yeah.
You know, do stuff locally. Screw your state and screw the Fed. Just work locally, because you can, you know, flip everything if your city, county, town, or whatever just says, nope, we're not going to play no more.
Yeah.
See what all those Illinois sheriffs did about that gun bill?
Did they counter it?
No, they told the governor to kick rocks. We're not going to enforce it. Like 90% of them.
Cool.
Good deal.
Yeah, that right there was talking about. You probably remember that, D-Dog. That was just a psyop to start that race war. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. Pretty irrelevant now.
Yep. We'll never know exactly.
Well, the Civil Rights Act itself that was supposed to supposedly help the blacks, put them back on their struggle for 30 extra years because of it.
Yeah, like Lyndon Johnson said, he'll keep them get on the welfare meter and keep them voting for them.
Yeah, but Thomas Sowell had a long speech in front of Congress condemning it before it even got passed. You know, stating that it's going to put everyone back on the plantation for an extra 30 years instead of having the freedoms they have now. And that was back in the, late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, Bonnie, you wanted to ask D-Dog stuff. I imagine you probably wondering what.
I know, and now it's like, what was I talking about? Oh, we were talking about the Congress reading the Constitution, and then I said without the amendments, but then you said they read the amendments.
Yeah, they read the amendments, and someone said that they skipped the 14th Amendment, and I went to their Forbes video that they sent me, and the 14th Amendment was read at 31 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Okay. And the 14th is the one that keeps the agencies, is supposed to keep the agencies away from us, right?
No, the 14th is where you become a U.S. citizen and you're property of the federal government.
Oh. Okay. So, did you hear Sean on D's talking about that?
No, I just caught the tail end of D's stream.
Okay.
I think Eric just got up there when I tuned in.
Yeah, this was a couple of days ago, I think. It wasn't today. I missed the whole end of today. I'm going to have to watch it later. But I think that we have a pretty big group doing some stuff. The Assembly, what's it called? The National Assembly here in Texas. I have been wanting to look that up and see what they're doing and if it's doing anything at all. I know there was a group of sheriffs. I know they've sent more National Guard to the border. I know that more sheriffs down there are actually doing videos and letting people hear the gunfire and bombs going off, because it is a war down there. And
yeah, well, I'm just curious if the sheriffs took the civil authority over the National Guard in their area.
Civil authority over the National Guard.
I actually believe that that's even in your Constitution. I think it's like Your Constitution, Article 1, I think it's section, I'm thinking 23 or 25 has to do with any armed force in your area. It falls under civil authority.
And I had seen,
What is 19?
no, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I had seen where Potato said it was this article, and it was Potato saying that he was going to start shipping back people from certain countries, deporting them. But as you get further into the article, I don't know how many paragraphs down, finally it says he was questioned and he said, no, I am absolutely not going to do that. And I was like, I read all this for nothing. Getting my hopes up.
I just grabbed something on there. I'd seen somebody talking about Operation Popeye during the Vietnam War.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot being brought up about the Vietnam War lately. Don't know why. I mean, we know it was useless, but
It's another case of watch this, don't see what's happening, but watch something else.
yes.
It's like, look at the balloon. And they was checking comms. Okay, yeah, that. What else was going on?
The court case that all of a sudden just disappeared against the Bidens. Not the Brunsons. This was, wasn't it Congress? Or the investigations into it. Something was going on there. Because they were exposing all of it. I played it on either here or my channel. Where the congressmen were saying they had all the evidence right before the balloon.
I can't remember. That you put in there, who exactly falls under the civil authority?
That would be, it could be a mayor, could be the chief of police, could be the sheriff, whoever wants to take authority over them.
So if the governor of Texas told them, say, okay, all the military must go to the border, not let anybody cross either way.
Right, and then the sheriff, who is the supreme law enforcement officer of your county, he can take civil authority over them and say, this is what we're doing. And then the governor can say, hey, you guys have to come back. And the sheriff can say, no, they're not leaving.
Does it have to be a border county sheriff or any sheriff of Texas?
Well, the military has to be in his jurisdiction.
So all the counties along the border that would affect probably.
Yep. And I think there's one sheriff. No. I take that back. I lied. That's not a county. That's a district. Like from El Paso all the way to, What's the other one? I always get them mixed up.
You talking about the one over by Eagle?
I think it's El Paso to Eagle Pass. It's a huge area of a whole bunch of counties. But that's probably when you were showing me who was over which districts.
Yeah, Carl, like they spent your winter here.
Yeah, we need to straighten up our county first. It's turned into... I almost asked a person, are you from California? Just to see, because the way he was talking. It's like, don't say it, don't say it. You'll get mad. She keeps telling us all Californians are not bad. Well, they've sure changed it around here. Supposedly to get away from that, but it seems like it's turning into that here.
Yeah, ain't it funny how all these people run from one area because they don't like how it is to try to get the area they go to be like where they came from. They don't like all of it, but they want some of it.
Yep. That falls into this sign.
Oh, she heard us.
So funny.
Yeah.
My bad. I hear my.
I love you, D.
Not talking and shit about Californians again.
No, just stupid people there.
I know I'm not included in that shit. So.
If you had $1 for every stupid person you seen, you wouldn't have money problems, would you?
No. Well, I don't see a lot of people, but I stay away from people.
Please send it to me.
People are annoying, so I stay away from them as much as I can. What's up, D-Dog? Good to see you on panel. Thought you disappeared for a while.
Just been busy doing stuff.
Yep.
Carl, California.
Ouch. Get away from me, cat. Well, do you have any good news? Any good news at all? Any sheriffs coming my way? Good ones, maybe?
I've been kind of wrapped up in the Oregon and was it Idaho thing? There's
State of Jefferson.
15 counties that want to leave Oregon and go to Idaho.
Why are you wrapped up in that? You don't usually go outside of Michigan.
No, all it takes is 2 sheriffs to ask for help, and I'm there. I gave the sheriffs my word a long time ago. I'll help them any way I can. All the sheriffs, all 3,300 of them.
Thank you, Kino. Oh yeah, all of California is messed up, but not all of its people are. You just have a lot of. It's a good foothold here. They like all the coastland. We need the best for them.
Yeah, the coast and the borders. That way they can sneak their shit through.
Exactly. Well, what are y'all doing? What are you talking about? What's the topic? Is there a topic?
I was just making fun of the State of the Union, basically, about it.
Oh gosh, I couldn't watch that idiot.
All it was, if you watched it last year, was the same shit. Exactly verbatim, most of it.
Was there any more
No,
like
no,
ceramics
the
there?
gaffs were different.
Yes.
The gaffs that he was putting in, all the screw ups he put in, are different than last year's.
Oh, gaffs. Yeah.
That's because it's a different one. So the other one don't know exactly how to be a jerk off like the last one. So Kamala got to show off her new turkey now.
I don't know what to think about all that. All that and all their shows, all their fences, and they're digging up the streets for nothing. What the hell is going on over there?
I thought Diana Tinney was from. I thought she was saying Central in Texas. Oh, could you please email me? She's in California.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
Sorry, Diana. That's terrible news. Well, pity you. We all pity you greatly, even me myself.
Did they start doing that for anybody that wants to leave? They tax them for 10 years or whatever the hell they were talking about doing for leaving there.
I mean, they'll do anything they can until people fight it, you know. They'll just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Can't imagine they could really get away with that. I don't know. I don't really know.
Sorry, Blaine.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate roosters. I used to take them out to the wilderness and put them back in the circle of life. But by now, I wasn't supposed to get one, not less 5 of you guys.
Don't put them in nature, make dumplings.
I mean, I couldn't do it. I would try today harder, but I hear it's pretty gross when you're like draining the blood. It's really stinky.
You lop their head off and let them run around the yard till they're done.
And I don't want to see that either. You know, like both of those ideas sound yucky. Hi, Indy.
It looks kind of like a politician making up excuses.
Yep, I did. I had all my excuses. That's why it went out to the wild. And I didn't kill it and eat it like I should have. Because I'm a wussy, okay?
Well, I wish I would have kept mine because he was awesome. He wasn't mean at all. He would nest up behind my head on the deck and we pet him.
I had 1 in a million rooster. I had so many roosters. None of them were cuddly. Not a one of them was cuddly. You got a special kind of rooster. He must have had a lot of lavender and soy products.
He was a red.
Did he put his hair in a man bun too?
No.
I want to pick on somebody. Who can we pick on? D-Dog. Pick on D-Dog. Take it. He can handle it. And he likes it.
Looks like he needs cheering up.
I know. What's the matter? You're so quiet. Have we disappointed you, Grasshopper? Oh, he hates his job. Oh, please. Now, the toilet paper has it worse. I know, because I had my teeth cleaned today.
That popped into my mind about what the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer is.
The taste.
Yep. Look at these.
It's almost as bad as being fingered by somebody. I remember they wanted to put that on a t-shirt. I said, no. That's a little classless. What? I don't think so. Yeah. Ask your lady friends. Come back 5 minutes later. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no kidding. You know, some things aren't just as obvious to some people. Yes.
D-Dog's got Wonderland there. He's got pole dancing bears and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, nice name, D-Dog.
You're getting sick.
You asshole. How do I get myself?
Land of fruit and nuts.
The hell? You heard that from me anyway. That. It's breakfast cereal.
Him and Chuck with their little. How did y'all do that anyway?
California.
Go where you want to adjust your name, and it gives you a second line to fill in.
Oh.
What? Give me my line.
See where you got D at. Look where you changed that.
Yeah, I know where it is. I see it. Here we go. All right. There's my new name.
You see what I put, didn't you?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, what is D? Millipedes.
Yeah, not our pigs. They know it anyway. Not like it's a shocker or anything. They're proud of that shit.
I'm not a pig. I claim to be an asshole. That's bad enough.
I know. I need something better. I need something better, Bonnie.
So, D, do you know the difference between men and pigs?
Oh boy. No.
Pigs don't go out, get drunk, and act like men.
It's almost like you've retaliated with this before. That's what I'm feeling.
Oh my goodness, meat puppet. 72-ounce steak. That lasts me for a month of meals.
I'm going to sprinkle fairy dust on everybody. I don't know what to do with the second line. It's a lot of extra power. You're going to have a whole nother line now. Wow. I love it. We were talking. I was talking to Tin on the phone, and we were talking about the grifters and stuff. And she goes, "I should have known when everybody started buying those microphones." Fine. I go, "That's legit shit right there," because that's why I act all dorky with my microphone, because something happens when you get your microphone. Everybody knows it. Is it stand-up microphone? Is it going to hang like that? Is it going to light up? Is it going to sound good?
Hey, V.
Hi, V. 70 bucks. Yeah.
What?
There's some kind of steakhouse up in the Panhandle, Amarillo, somewhere around there. And there's this ginormous steak. So it's $70 if you can't eat it in 1 hour. So if you do eat it in under an hour, is it free? Just wonder. Not that I've ever been to the Panhandle. That's a long ways away.
70 ounces?
Yeah, that's...
It's like 3 steaks.
Yeah.
I remember going to the place that had 20-ounce ribeyes, and that was hell eating that with a salad and a potato.
Yeah, steak is filling too. Like you're sitting there and all of a sudden, okay. Done.
It's $17.99 for tri-tip by the pound out here. Which you don't have tri-tip out there, really, in the Midwest, do you?
I don't think so. What is it?
I found out I forgot what they called it, the same kind of meat. The cut over there in the Midwest, it's different. It's the same meat cut, but it's kind of a marbly meat. It's not super tough. I don't know where the part of it is cut off the cow, so
Yeah,
that's
so
kind of what they used to teach you in cookbooks, you know. Because I got some of them, right? It's got the
I was
cow cookered.
I was at
Right?
HEB and they had a Wagyu ribeye and they wanted $39 a pound for it.
Yeah, what's with Wagyu? What the hell? And Angus, you know.
For Wagyu, all it is it's super tender and it's finely marbled and it makes it awesome. But hell, a regular raw ribeye to me is awesome. So
I didn't even look at how much my ribeye that my granddaughter just bought me was a pound. It was $14 for the ribeye.
depending on how big it was, it's probably somewhere around $8 to $12 a pound. Kroger has some good deals on them. Still, you got to watch the paper for them.
Yeah, but it lasts me 4 meals, so
Yeah, that's the thing, too.
yeah,
A lot of them will.
that's why I don't mind.
Porterhouse cookie.
Shit, me a ribeye and a loaded baked potato. I don't need nothing else.
I know, you know, it's hard when you make a salad on the side. It's like you got to poke and eat it. But all I want is a steak and some onions and some A1, really.
Yeah,
Good to
I like
go.
taking a dab of A1, a dab of 57, and a little bit of Worcestershire in little places, and touch it in it as I eat it. I've seen a lot of people
That's
cover
a
it.
lot. That's a flavor bomb. Damn. I used to like Worcester with my meat just like that too on the side. Even though it's
Yeah.
really liquidy and stuff, it's good. You know, there's anchovies in that.
Yep, and then
That's
Lee and
what
Perrin's
makes
my
it
favorite.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Man. I love Worcester. Matter of fact, I'm out of it. I've been out of it for a while, which is kind of annoying because when you're out of it, there's no real substitute for it. I tried to use vinegar, balsamic vinegar, for what did I make? Beef stew. I mean, any kind of meat. I've made steak. I usually marinate it in Worcester always. A little bit
Yes.
of coffee, chicory, salt, pepper. That's it. I'm good. I don't need anything else. Just leave it out for a couple hours. Damn. Now I want a steak. T-bone. I love T-bone.
T-bone is my favorite.
That's
Ribeye, if it has the bone, is okay. Sirloin,
Yeah.
T-bone, ribeye, or sirloin.
To me, the bad part of a T-bone, or I like the porterhouse, which is that's got a bigger fillet on it. But to me, the T-bone, that's just your strip steak without a bone on it. So New York strip is a trimmed T-bone.
Is it?
That's cooked, and I can eat it.
I mean, picky. Yeah.
Hey,
But that bone makes it all tasty because it's all juicy and
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the difference there.
that's the best part of the meat over by the bone.
and you bitch about being skinny. I told you, the closer to the bone, the sweeter the meat.
Shit.
I know he ain't talking to me. I have never bitched about being skinny. I've never had that pleasure.
I told him the other day,
That.
it's like the more I eat, the more
Yeah.
weight I lose. I
Oh,
don't
no.
lose it, I lose it.
Her worst habits, like now, she got a shower and all that. She's getting ready to go to work. She won't eat dinner, and then she'll go till 4 o'clock in the morning, and then or 2 o'clock in the morning, and then maybe eat some. Well, I had crackers. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, Vicky, you have been found out now. Now we know. Don't forget dinner. Shit, your husband's outing you. You're
She's
not
like,
eating enough.
all right,
You know,
Dad.
That's like, and my boys can tell you, as soon as I eat, I pass out. So I don't need to be passing out at work.
Yeah. I know that's how the loggers are out here when they go out. And my husband worked with a logger on our property when we built the barn on our property. We had the lumber cut from here, and the guy, you know, he worked like a damn beast. He was here at 7 o'clock on the dot. He didn't stop for lunch. I mean, he just worked 8-9 hours straight. No, I can't eat. It just weighs me down. My husband need to come in and eat, or he'd fall over and faint.
Right.
And he works hard too, but he just that some people are like that. It just wears them down. They feel tired. And,
Yep, that's how I get.
yeah, he'd just rather wait till he's all done. No, I'd hate that. I love food.
Oh, me too.
It's got to be the carbs a lot, isn't it? You ever try to just eat like steak and cheese or something and not the carbs? Because I know that makes me sleepy.
I've tried everything to gain
Yeah.
weight, not
Yeah.
feel sleepy.
You're too wiry to gain weight.
Yep.
Butter aged steak.
One of my coworkers said my tablet isn't working overtime, which I think it is because I've always been like that.
Oh yeah.
Working a
Oh,
little harder now.
Oh, okay. Well, now I won't be the only lonely one on panel, so I'll be back. I don't like to be the only one. Yeah, it's too weird.
Better aged steak.
Yeah, I've heard of it. A guy I worked with, I was a chef, cook, whatever you want to call it, at his place. He used to age all. He had one freezer, a small one back there, and he had it at a certain temperature, and that's where he aged. There was nothing but racks and there were the aged steaks in it. And
I've never heard of that. I cook it in butter, but Annie at Jack has the link for you.
they,
I
what it does, they seal it with the butter. When it gets cold, then it's basically like sealed in wax almost, but it's butter.
Huh.
Is the sun gonna explode? Are we all gonna die? Is that what this is about?
Oh, hold on.
Doesn't look good. I'm a little concerned. What does this mean? What does this mean?
Part of the sun breaks free and forms a strange vortex, baffling scientists.
Oh, sure. They knew about this portal all along. Don't let them fool you. They're full of shit. I don't believe a word these people say. There's a patent for it. D-Dog, what's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. That's what you look like when you're reading. Very serious. Okay. I know I should be reading too. I need to make copies for that Constitution book. I remembered I have an app too called Microsoft Documents or something like that. But you know what I realized? Those first couple pages, it's a lot. It's like all the guys that were at the Articles of the Confederation. I'm just like, oh shit. That's like, I don't even know how many pages that is. It's a lot of pages. But we gotta start it. I already did it, but
What do you got?
I still think we need a class.
hey, shift kicker, need a what?
Class.
50.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I gotta give you the paperwork first,
Okay.
so we can talk about it.
Big box for you. 30.
Yes, please.
So that's what I should be doing right now instead of this. But I'm not.
Accept it on Friday at 4:30 your time. Eventually, I'm gonna be busy.
Why?
Bible study.
Ooh. Bible study. Ooh. Are you hosting one or are you going to one?
Hey, Shifty, I'm going to one.
Okay. Locally?
No.
Online?
Okay, I'm outing it. Well, she's been talking about it. Independent Mini United is
Who? No,
a
just
Bible
kidding.
study. Do
Just
what?
messing with you, Indy. I'm just messing with her.
And it's from the Chosen series, and there's a book, and so I think we all have to get a book. We'll get more information whenever it gets closer to it.
Oh yeah, that if thing is coming up too. That if table thing. I gotta get back to that too.
huge. I didn't think that bag had that big of ones in there.
Yeah, and if you want to come up and talk about anybody out there, links out there for everybody. So
I kind of like the.
You want to go check?
Get one?
No.
Yeah, there's a partner.
Okay, I don't understand the if table. Just say it. And she walks off.
Okay, go on outside or stop pacing. It's just like a Friday evening and Saturday stream in with a place.
Night
Usually in Texas. Good night, guards. Monument. But yeah, the moment we called it class, it made me want to skip it too. It can't be called class, okay? We're gonna have to call it something more funky, groovy than class because I want to skip it too if we call it class.
Okay.
I won't be there either.
And you know what? It's not so much the Constitution as the language. I think the language is where I need the help.
Legalese.
Yeah.
Well, we all do. The more we read it, the more it makes more sense too. It's so much that they've replaced the proper terms for us to understand our freedom and to not be wrapped up in this federal government's slavery. It is a lot of reading. It is. But
Look up the Constitution for Dummies, and I'm not being mean about it. It'll break down all the shit.
Yeah. I mean, just to get the conversation going. Even the book is. I don't really want to do too much on it. I think 15, 20 minutes, and then talk about it. And commit 40 minutes to an hour for it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as suggested. Because I was ready to go 5 days a week. Oh yeah, and I could drop that. I don't know if I have a.
That was a slow response. I clicked it when you put it up there, and it disappeared. It didn't pop
Yeah,
up.
hold it up there. There it is. Yeah, that's the book. So Phil got the book, and Nora has the book set, and they're going through it. It's awesome, you guys. Find it on. Let me drop the link for you. I forget the name of it. United States Constitution.
I have that tab up.
Do you? Okay, can you drop it?
Been waiting till I can afford it. I'm like, I'm going to keep this here.
Yeah, I know it. It's not too bad. I mean, it's about $60-$70 to get it shipped, but still pretty good. I mean, it's
Study kit. There it is.
Is that the link?
Yeah, I dropped the link. I'd put it in chat, but I don't have no ranch.
I thought you did.
Oh.
I lost a lot of people. Other people come in here and say they don't have it. Who was that the other day? I think it was Anti, wasn't it?
Or
Yeah,
Navy
sure.
Vet.
Okay,
Navy.
yeah, sure. Sorry.
So y'all got the link?
Yup.
Yeah, I put it out. I think it's nccs.net products U.S. Constitution.
Yep, that's it. Okay. Went digging for no reason.
Sorry, Bonnie.
But I can share some of it. I've not shared out of it the last couple of weeks because I was giving people a chance to get it, and I got to make these copies so we can go through it and get ahead of it, so I don't get behind of it. And hopefully, that'll be okay to do. I think it's okay to do. I think they want it out there.
There's a new movie that came out this month, and I'm trying to find what it's called. Oh,
What?
the baby and mama are coming home. Woohoo.
Damn, that's big.
Yep.
Here soon to have it up. You can have your kid in the drive-through.
Your
Well, that's-
grandbaby born?
Yes. They
Oh,
usually only pick up me 24 hours.
Yeah.
Just
Let
to
her
make
out
sure
already?
the baby was okay. Yeah,
When she have the baby? This morning or something?
yesterday. About
Congratulations.
5
Yes.
or 6. Thank you, Vicky.
Wow.
I want another damn grandbaby.
I'd be happy to just see ours.
He weighed
Yeah.
8 pounds, 8 ounces.
Oh, that's a good chunky baby.
He
What
is chunky. He's
What
short.
chunky? 'Cause my babies are 9 pounds.
You can see the rolls.
Yeah. I felt like I was kind of ripped off a little because when you see a 5 and 6 pound baby next to a 9 pound baby, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's like a couple months difference, you know.
A sumo wrestler next to a regular person.
Yeah. My kids were big.
My biggest was Wyatt. He was 8 pounds exactly.
My second was 10-1. And you know how they lay them on you whenever you have them?
Yeah.
And he got his hands and he just pushed himself up and looked me straight in the face. And I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh.
And then you handed the baby to the nurse and said, "Put this fucker on a treadmill."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, that's funny.
My
Right.
daughter.
When
My
I had my
first
daughter,
Whoops.
my daughter weighed 6'11". There was a 13-pound baby boy next to her. I said, "Man, my child looks tiny."
And all of them are 6 feet or at least, except Andrew.
And you can't put newborn clothes on them. Go to the hospital all prepared for a newborn, and nope. That's when I had my oldest daughter. She was. They had her in the nursery. Back now, they keep the baby in the room with the mama the whole time. But
Yep.
back then, they kept them in a nursery, and I could hear this blood-curdling cry. And I looked at the nurse and I said, "Please tell me that's not my baby girl." And she said, "Sorry, but yes, it is." And she had that, up to this day, I think she can make that noise. It'll split your eardrums.
Newborn clothes. What the hell is that? I was growing so fast that I had to. They had me running around in a t-shirt and diaper.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he wouldn't even have the diaper. He'd take everything off under his shirt that hung to his down past his knees.
Papaw, what are you wearing? Nothing.
He wore my t-shirts.
You know what? And I had one of my kids playing in the grass outside in their a t-shirt and diaper one time. And somebody threatened to call CPS on me, and I was like,
What?
Are you kidding me?
No bag's in there in the freezer. It's half full.
That's crazy.
Because he didn't have pants, shoes, and socks on.
400 for 7 or 8 minutes.
He's lucky he wasn't born in. My mama's lucky she wasn't born in that generation.
Right?
We'd all been in trouble.
I slept in a drawer when I was first born.
Well, that's what I told
We
the
didn't have
kids.
many clothes. We were all naked all the time.
Yeah.
I'm in a diaper.
But the kids were so worried about a bassinet. So the night before he was born, Daddy was out buying a bassinet. And I said, "You don't need a bassinet. And he's going to be a big baby." We already knew he was going to be big. His first ultrasound, I was like, "Look at the size of his head. That's going to be a big baby." And his head is 2 inches bigger than normal size. Is what they told me today. But nope, Dad went out and bought a bassinet. And I said, "Y'all would have died with my first one when we didn't have stuff like that." And we got a dresser drawer, laid towels in it, and then a sheet over that. I said, "That's what they're in the hospital, the plastic tub. What are you worried about?"
Yeah, just go get a damn storage tub.
Right?
Looks like.
They look hard. They're crunchy.
No.
Meat Puppets is in Dallas a lot.
He's not too far from me, couple hours, 3 hours.
Does he live around there?
He lives in Carolina, one of them somewhere, I think.
That's what I thought. And he just makes a lot of runs to Dallas. Because he was there when we had the ice.
Hey, Devil Dog, I got a question for you.
Okay, I got an answer.
What did Jim Jordan do? What kind of placeholder did Jim Jordan put in about the 14th Amendment, please?
It happened in D.C. I have no idea because I don't pay attention to D.C.
Ouch.
But if they can change the amendment, shouldn't we be paying attention to that?
Well, the first thing is they have to have a Article 5 convention to change anything. And only the Speaker of the House can actually institute that.
Article 5.
Right. Because isn't the very first word in it only Congress?
Yes.
There we go. They're not going to open it up. You know, the shit in DC is too much of a wild card now. I'd just totally cringe if they'd open it up at all. You know, because the 14th Amendment, 16th Amendment, and 17th Amendment, none of those were properly ratified.
They try to pretend like they did?
Probably. Well, they've been pretending for, what, 100 years?
Yeah.
Well, some people seem to think you've got the U.S. corporation and then there's still the Republic of America. So, you know, it's hard to want to not look at D.C. because isn't that where, like Bonnie said, our laws are supposed to be legislated? That is where it takes place, isn't it?
Right, but any law repugnant to the Constitution is not a law and it can be ignored. So all the shit DC's done since like 1840, 1850 is garbage. So it can all be ignored.
Oh, wow.
That's Marbury versus Madison. You know, the 9 pages you never
Yes.
read? It's in there.
I read a lot of it. And I listened to a lot of it.
Pretty much anything in all capital letters is bullshit.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that.
Is Benjamin in here? I was just wondering because they named him Benjamin.
Who?
My daughter.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So it's a good name.
Yes. The other two I can't pronounce.
Oh, really?
The middle and the last name. I haven't got that down yet. Hungarian.
Let's go. I'll see you guys later. Love ya.
See you later.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, D-Dog also they put the state of, like say, state of California, state of Texas, all that. Anything the state of is bullshit too, isn't it?
Right. Well, that's all caps.
Well, and that's the thing where I think people get confused too. It says we the people. Okay, so then we have these representatives that are supposed to be representing we the people that we are supposed to be electing. So think that's the confusing part, is they're up there supposedly speaking for the people of their states.
Okay. Let's do baby steps on that whole thing, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
A republic is a representative government.
Yes.
Okay. And people is a body politic. Okay.
People is
Now the Constitution isn't a contract, it's a compact, because the several states came together to make another corporation of lesser power. So it's several entities that put together a single entity. And they gave them enumerated powers. The Constitution is a compact between the states and the federal government. And all it does is it tells us what their job is. And it's basically a document that says what they can't do more than what they can do.
Dad, you might want to check.
I just did.
And the word democracy shouldn't even be used, because that is going towards socialism, which we know where that leads.
Well, we use a democratic, let's see, what word am I looking for? The democratic process of our government is an election. But we're electing representatives to represent our wants and our needs.
Right. And if they don't live up to their job, boot.
Poof, gone.
We're basically electing criers. It's kind of like hiring somebody. Go into town and tell them that I don't like this new tax. Tell them I said piss off. But we hire them and they go over and then they try to sell the farm out from under us. Or do
And
sell it.
a lot of that is because of the Johnson Act and the assumed authority that the IRS thinks they have. The IRS tells the churches, which is a 501c3, that, or 3C, that they can't talk about governance at all. Okay, they can't be critical of different things that the government is doing. You know, like the abortion bill in Michigan. That thing would have never passed if the nonprofit churches were able to talk about it. Because in the proposal 3, it says that the state has the right to euthanize your child. And nobody ever talked about that before the election.
What?
And every single state that had the same type of a proposal having to do with the abortion and abortion rights, the only way they can pass it is to throw it in the Constitution. You know, for your state. All of them say the state has the power to euthanize your child.
Unless the state makes it to where it's different, like ours has. You cannot have abortions in Texas.
Right, but I'm talking for the abortion thing. So just like Roe versus Wade, where the baby wasn't represented, you know, they didn't use due process to sentence that baby to death.
Right.
Now, when Roe versus Wade got kicked back to the states, a 1931 law in Michigan came back into effect that actually called abortion murder.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they did everything they could, you know, saying that it's your right to murder an innocent being, which you don't have that right because you're not allowed to harm the innocent, and that's even in the Ten Commandments.
That's why they push so hard to call them that they're not alive yet.
Well, if you go back to Aristotle, I believe that's like 500 BC, he defined life as being active. So as soon as that cell splits, that's active.
Yep. But by the Constitution, it's your right to govern your own body. I guess is how you would put it. But as in Scripture, like you said, the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not kill.
Well, it also, something like not harming the innocent.
Yes. So that would cover a whole lot of things right now.
Right.
All the stuff they're trying to push.
Well, the only reason that they're in such a panic, and it's the states with the idiot Democrats in it, is because Planned Parenthood gives so much money to the Democratic Party. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
If you look at the legislation that's come out of D.C. or even most states, even the super conservative states, has been nothing but a money grab for corporations.
Yeah.
It's sad when it's all about the dollar.
In South America, Guatemala was one of the biggest states. And after American intervention, it got split into 19 different states.
Huh.
And it only took 100 years of America to screw up that country. And Colombia was bigger. And because of infighting that the American government helped them with, that's why we have Panama and then the one state just north of Panama. That all used to be Colombia.
Yeah, the bullies stepped in and fixed it.
Yeah, but most of that's just because of the bananas. It's all part of the banana wars to help a American produce company become big and powerful. You may have heard of them because they changed their name to Chiquita Banana.
Yeah, Banana Republic shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Any Objects. And Kim, I agree with you. They want their everything. Who was that talking about people who pass away and they go up to the casket and half the body's gone? Or what?
That's not something to do with the donor certificate they sign or any of that, was it?
It's something like that they're, and so that's the moneymaker also. The funeral expenses have gotten astronomical. And so then if that is happening also, then they're somebody's buying those parts. Just to even think about it just makes me.
That's why they want the borders open too. That's another thing. All these people, if they can farm ain't even written out there that they exist here. So,
And that's, you mentioning farm, that's what makes me so mad about that they have been able to buy up so much farmland in Texas. And I know all over, but I'm in Texas, so.
Well, just go and figure out how much of the land of Texas is actually falls into United States of America property. I don't know the exact percentage, but Arizona is 87% of Arizona is federal land. Like Nevada, 93% is federal land. If there wasn't so much federal land, then there'd be a higher population there. And under the Constitution, almost none of that land can they have anyway. But nobody stands up for nothing, so bitches get what bitches get.
And so that's the thing. Okay, so if a foreign entity has bought land in your state, there's no way to switch that around once it's already bought.
The people can take back their land from a foreign entity.
Okay, good to know.
The people.
Okay.
The people can tell the government, you guys are fired, it's time to get a new one in here.
So then that raises the question, could the Native Americans do that on their own?
Well, I don't know. I haven't researched too much of the Native American history. But, you know, they got a raw deal all the way around. Plus,
Yes.
the federal government's still managing them.
Yes.
And even though they call them the indigenous people, the Native Americans aren't even the indigenous people here. So, yeah, you know, it's just, I guess they can make history whatever the fuck they want.
yeah, I've seen already. They're saying by their DNA that the indigenous people from the United States, American Indian, have descent into the European.
Well, and that's pretty much everything. To find a pure blood Native American would probably be unusual now because of all the.
Okay, Native American, are you talking Indian?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not it. The actual indigenous people are actually Mongolian.
Oh.
You know, like 5,000, 10,000 years before the Native American. And the Native Americans came out of the Central America up here.
See, I wonder if. Have you ever heard of Clan of the Cave Bear? I wonder if that's a true. Probably not. But they were talking about the people before the. They were talking about how they came to be.
Okay, Patrick, it wasn't even an ice bridge. It was a land bridge.
I think we should jump into the ground.
Hey, Hawk.
Hey, Hawk, Regina. Gina.
Yes, Gina. I'm adding you to my list. Gina H. March.
See you, Shift.
Night shift. Yes, stay blessed, not stressed.
Hell, everybody's so quiet. I guess I'll close it up.
Yeah.
Quiet.
I ate some onion rings just now, and I ain't feeling too swift, so I'm thinking about getting off here. I don't know how this is going to hit. I feel like I got goldfish swimming.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
No. That and my face is like, I can feel my pulse in it, and it's chilled like I got meat sweats. I'm like, I cooked them in the air fryer, but
Oh my goodness. What's up to you, Chad? What time is it? 9? I'm
yeah,
right.
you want to go ahead and start one? They fix your internet?
Yeah, finally. Yeah, I'm on my laptop up here.
Go ahead and drop your link. Get everybody run over there, and I might come over in a bit if I feel any better.
Can somebody drop my link? I think they have been. But yeah, I might start one up. I was actually going to go live since it's been a little bit, but then I saw you and I thought, okay, good. Chuck took over tonight.
I wouldn't normally leave it. I was like, yeah. It stopped swimming. I drank some water a minute ago, and now it stopped, but it feels like a rock.
Reed Hawk.
I only ate like 5 or 6 of them.
Huh. There's sometimes I bought that hamburger meat that it wasn't the 93.7 that I usually get. It was a lower grade, but it broke out my mouth. I had little bumps all break out on my lips and my mouth. And
No telling what they put in it.
Yeah, and that's when I went to the store and I was like, hey, "What's up here?"
Yeah, and especially you get them rolls of it. I buy it, but sometimes, but then a lot of them rolls, there's no telling what that is in them.
Yeah, I don't buy the rolls. I make sure that it's.
Yeah, I cooked these and are already prepared, and I cooked them in a air fryer. But
yeah, what kind of? Oh, so you didn't use oil? Did you use oil?
no, air fryer, just put them in it. They were good, but I didn't taste anything foul. But
I said it is refined.
The fact they injected it to add weight. Is that the pink slime, Hawk?
it could be that kind of for meat. They do it for all different meats. They make it grind up all the whatever.
Yes. Well, whatever it was, it didn't agree with me.
That sounded more like chemicals. Something got in it than anything.
Well, I'm allergic to everything in the world, just about. So, who knows?
Could have been some kind of soy or vegetable protein or something they had in it, and then it got you.
Like I said, it's pink slime.
Pink slime.
Well, hell, I guess I'll drop it and you can run yours, everybody. Let me see if I can get your.
Keno dropped it.
Did?
No, yes. And it'll be a little bit about. I'll open one up at 10.
All right, guys. Appreciate you coming in. You guys got anything last you want to say?
Yeah, if you don't know what your rights are, you don't know what to protect.
Yep. Kind of like we used to talk about the people finding, they founded America, and like, how can you find something that has people already there? It's like, I found your car over there, so that makes it mine.
That's about like saying, I found your money in your wallet, in your pocket.
Good night, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for coming.
Good night. I'll see y'all over there.
All right, bye.